I understand that you left Libya with your family when you were a 12-year-old boy.
Yes.
And now, after all these years, you're a psychotherapist, you've returned to your native land. Why? What's your goal?
Here?
Yes.
My goal is to show the historical unresolved conflict and issue that remain for the Jewish community here. And by doing so, try to have a place where the Jewish can come back to restore the cemetery, to take the bones that have been covered. Where you see me now in front over there, you can see there is a building, and this building is Burj al-Fatah. Gaddafi destroyed the cemetery and put the building on top. Until now, people on Facebook ask me if I can find the grave of their father. And they want to sell this as the cemetery is what disgusts me is that now the new Libya say to me that this is going to be archaeological site. For me as a Jew to think that the cemetery, are you there with me?
I am with you.
Okay. That is considered, if you want to make a Kaddish or if you want to fight Iskor or something, is an archaeological site. And then when I spoke about the synagogue that I want to clean it, it's written over there, Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. I tried to clean it, to consecrate, because it has so many important, also Torah scroll in the other synagogue that has been transformed. So I want to take and put it back and to reconsecrate and take what is belong to the Jewish community. And they say to me, no, this is you need to get permission because those are monuments. They say, and I say, but I came here, I made the revolution, I've been part of it, because as you suffer, I suffer. What Gaddafi did to you, did also to us. And I came here in 2002, 2007, 2011, and again 2011. In all on my pocket, I did the revolution. I help in the hospital. I'm here to support. I make group so the people know this. So why don't you allow me? No, the question is, the answer is, no, it's too early, it's a sensitive issue. They say, okay, it's a sensitive issue for 44 years, so this need to be, again, the forgotten Jewish, the forgotten refugee, the invisible, the mute, be calm. And then the oldest strategy that is happened again and again, and it's happened in 67, like King Idris was good with us, and he told us, it's better for you to leave because now the situation is very tense, and we all left. They hoped to come back and to get back the property, but never came back. 44 years, never came back. So all this injustice remain as it is now. So the people, the old people died. The young people, the new generation of the Jews of Libya don't know nothing. I am in between. I remember I've been re-traumatized this time, not because of the riot of 67. I've been re-traumatized because Gaddafi regime, he used me, as you probably read. I've been helping to normalize relationship between Libya and USA because I had Gaddafi ask me this, and I went to Chief Rabbi Toaf. He told me yes. He sent me to Elie Wiesel, to Malcolm Online, to David Harris to speak, and I end up with Tom Lantos that came here and tried to find some solution and to normalize USA. So all on my pocket, risking my life. Then they gave me my aunt back, and I came back again in 2007 because they were grateful for what I did in order to make the reputation. I say, okay, now can I please do something for the synagogue and cemetery to give a proper burial, to be a memorial to the legacy, the Jewish legacy. Maybe the people can come here and make a Kaddish. It's 44 years. If it's my father and I want to go pray, why cannot? So now it's changed. So Gaddafi say, okay, you can come and fix the synagogue. I came and I was supposed to work in the hospital. I arrived in Benghazi, 22 days. They come and they arrested me and they put me in a room with other 30 people, just attacking me. They did not physically torture me, but psychological torture. They want to know who I am, why I'm Jewish. And the only thing that saved me there, it was the talis. And again, the talis saved me because I really believe that is a magen, is something that saves you. I experienced this. I put the talis when they ask you what it is, and I say, "Anan havkaman Rabbe." I am afraid only of God. And then they be quiet. The 30 people suddenly they become kind of quiet. So this in 2007. Then in they took everything, the 6 mezuzot that I had for the synagogue, they confiscate. I was upset, but I couldn't speak. They put me in a jest in Malta. I didn't know where I was going. They confiscated the money, and I've been quiet for 3 months. I became sick. I was dysfunctional. I could not work. I could not talk. I get depressed, and I start to get fat. Everything swallow as the other generation in the past, because the fear of retaliation was so strong when they told me you have to speak positively about Libya. If not, they will send an envoy of that and they're going to kill me. And they go in the shop of my sister, because many Libyans go to buy in my sister's shop, where is in Rome. So I need to stay silent. And a woman in Jerusalem report told me, David, if you're going to be silent, this is as it never happened. And they will continue to do. And you have to speak up. Then it takes me time. I decided to speak up because I say, okay, I prefer to die in a dignity and honor, and I need to do my part. So I spoke up. Then Yediot Ahronot, they told me also the ANSA and other newspaper. The Minister of Foreign Affairs in Italy did not help me. They call it this episode in Libya because they have interest. So they just put it and buried. And this is what Italy did. And I was unhappy with this. Then after just that I publicly make it out, the ambassador of Libya in Italy say, okay, if you stop to do all this balagan, we're going to give you everything back. I say, but I want to clarify everything. They didn't want to talk to me. They just brought the luggage and they gave it to my sister's shop and it remained there. I found the money, but I didn't find the mezuzot and other stuff that they were.
David, let me ask you, what's your relationship been with the forces that have now deposed Gaddafi?
I arrived with them and I met them. I met Jalil twice. I met with the TNC members. They all very welcome to me. They were all very kind and nice with words. But when I wanted to test if this is a real future democracy, I find out that there is a duplicity. So it's not going to, what they, like all the international community, they invest in Libya for democracy, for freedom, for justice, for pluralism, for all this aspect. They invest in this. And they don't show on their side that they're giving back the investment, because they prove that they don't want me to open the synagogue. Even if I ask, if I made a request and I had the permission of the 4 sheikh, and we start to work one day, and then the day after we half day. So they come and they say, you need to stop. So they start to say, well, you didn't have a paper, you did something against archaeological site, a monumental site, because the time is not right, because you need to be patient, because the people has been brainwashed 42 years, because you need to wait until the new government, and all this. I gave to Jalil 3 letters, one in Hebrew, one in Italian, one in English. I didn't want to avoid to give the letter that it has also a stamp that say Israel. I want to be with my full integrity. Say, this is come from the president of World Organization of Libyan Jew. There is a support for you. And they told me you should write a letter as a request to have a member, to be a member of the TNC representing the Libyan Jew. I say, okay, I gave the 3 letters. They answer me, okay, we will consider this, but we will not take in consideration the people that they are Libyan Jew, that they're holding Israeli passport. This is what they say. Okay. I say?
Yes, I just wanted to ask you one last question. 1 year from now, what is your hope? What do you hope will be the situation with the synagogue and the cemetery? And in reality, what do you think will be a year from now on next Rosh Hashanah, the next New Year? Shall I repeat it?
No, I just, it's an important question. I try to listen myself. I don't want just to give an answer mechanically. If I have many Abraham like you, Rabbi Abraham, if I have a lot of pressure from international community for what is happening now on Thursday, that they are against, they say, first a very aggressive protest. Then now they told me that they send me, that they want to make a peaceful protest. So if I will have, I don't know, how can you do? Because this comes to all the people asking me. I prepare now a letter to have the permission to the TNTC and to send the official letter to clean the synagogue. So if they will protest against opening the synagogue, it means we protest against opening to the Jew. We protest against recreate relationship, compensation, admitting and apologize for all the crime has been done from Gaddafi and from the other Libyans. So if there is a pressure from you, from the international community, and they will understand they cannot play duplicity and they need to embrace the 100 package, and they will need to pass the crisis as a moment of growing and moving forward. If they are ready to fight against all the Islam, all the fanatism, all the brainwashed Gaddafi mind, if they are ready to fight with them and say, okay, this is Dr. David Jurby, I will go with him in the synagogue. Dr. Mustafa Hoon, he say, I will come and clean the synagogue with you because you are a Libyan brother, and I expect you to come to clean the TNC member, Dr. Mustafa Hoon. I will expect you that you will come and clean the mosque with me when I need. I say, okay. So if the people will listen, something like this, and they will walk their talk, and it will not be just ambivalent, but I need a huge support from international community, then they need to make a decision. And with the help of God, the next year, maybe we'll see book like this over there for a delegation, for a minyan, and they will say, you're very welcome, you're our brother, because they need to show this to the international community that they really appreciate the investment that the international community for democracy and from freedom and from human rights and no violation of the human rights and no racism against the Jew. This is what they need to prove. Now they have test. And this is why they are disturbed by my presence. So they send me people to be intimidated. Now I have to change room for safety reasons because they call me on telephone. They try to intimidate me because they want me to leave. So they come in the hotel. They are arriving in your room. They're arriving in the hotel. They're coming from there. So this is what they want to do. We say in psychiatry, insanity is keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result.
Right.
So I am not repeating what's happened already many generation in here. Just shut up and go away and save your life. This is the best we can do. I say, no, I'm going to stay here. So you want to kill me? Okay, please show to the rest of the world that you, the rebel, the new democracy is killing a Jew. No, actually, you show me that the Jew is not allowed to clean the synagogue and go there in Yom Kippur and pray by himself because there is there the name of God, and I can do something like this. And I want to do Sukkot there because I need to wait the answer if they accept me as a member. And they already told me that this is a very positive situation. So,
okay.
Now, if I have this, then there is hope.
Okay, David, let me say to you before we close two things. Number one, on behalf of the 400,000 members of the Simon Wiesenthal Center, all of us, like many people around the world in democracies, are supporting the idea of a democratic open Libya. We endorse it. We're pushing our people in Congress. Yes, the second thing I want to say to you is that if the government in Libya will permit you to clean the synagogue, I am sure that Jewish leaders from around the world will come to join you in a minyan in the coming months in the synagogue. It will be a gesture to the new government of Libya and a gesture of the Libyan government and people to the Jewish people around the world. So we wish you a happy new year. Please stay safe. And I hope the next time to see you, we can be together in Tripoli.
Thank you. Thank you. And you will do something for this.
We will. We will in Washington, and we will in other capitals.
Okay.
God bless.
This is the best gift that you gave me for the Shana Tova.